Gingivitis, periodontal disease, inflammation, gum disease, whatever you'd like to call it, statistics show that half of us have it.
That's right. According to the CDC Oral Health Division, just under half of American adults over the age of 30 have periodontal disease or gum disease. And gum disease only increases with age. Just over 70% of Americans over the age of 65 have it.
And with those numbers, it seems almost unavoidable, but there are things you can do to prevent it. Dentists say to regularly brush and floss and even use a gentle mouthwash that can ward off bacteria. But what about fruit? New research shows blueberry extract could be a new tool to fight gum disease. It occurs when bacteria creates plaque on the teeth, causing gums to become red and inflamed. Scientists with the American Chemical Society found that blueberry extract may actually prevent that plaque from forming and reduce the need for antibiotics.
And that's not the only fruit experts are suggesting may help ward off the disease. According to a staff writer with Care 2, apples, strawberries, and kiwi can help too. People actually refer to these as dental detergents because they're all high in vitamin C, which helps to prevent collagen breakdown. They're also water rich, meaning they produce a lot of saliva. They may not be good for your breath, but onions may help as well, especially if they're eaten raw. Onions can break up any built up bacteria in the mouth. Now,
green tea can fight inflammation and control bacterial infections. A Japanese study found those who drink green tea regularly had less periodontal disease. Nuts and seeds are a great source of protein, but they also contain teeth-healthy micronutrients like phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and calcium, all essential for strong bones and teeth.
Well, for many young people, especially the young people, they're not so worried about gum disease, but more so crooked teeth.
But as many of you know, and I know firsthand, braces can be quite an investment.
Now, you may remember we talked about a do-it-yourself trend among teens gaining popularity mostly online, do-it-yourself braces. Now, it sounds outlandish, but it is happening. In fact, some of these teens are hopping on YouTube to learn how to do it themselves, but professionals say it could cause big, painful problems. And just a warning, the images you're about to see are pretty graphic.
After a year and a half with braces, Avery Rodriguez is starting the school year off with a brand new smile.
Oh, it feels good to go back to school with them all.
But some girls her age are skipping the orthodontist and encouraging others to do the same.
It's gonna hurt really bad, and you're gonna maybe even want to give up, but don't, okay? Because it's totally worth it in the end.
Teens are putting plastic rubber bands around their teeth, promising others it will close any gaps. But the American Association of Orthodontists promises a graphic image to brace yourself with instead. This is a rubber band that worked itself into the gum line and into the bone.
And so the only way you can really find the rubber band is to surgically reflect the gum tissue back, sometimes remove a lot of bone to see the rubber band that's way up at the root tips of those two front teeth now.
Dr. Astuto says what started as a small gap can turn into an even bigger one because you can lose your pearly whites altogether.
Which you started out hoping would be a really quick fix and close that little space is now costing you thousands and thousands of dollars in surgical fees, and then you have to have 2 implants to replace those front teeth, and it's just not a good situation.
When it comes to perfecting your smile, Dr. Astuto says just leave it to the professionals.
Wow.
I don't know what some of those kids are thinking.
I know, that is amazing. Well, now we want to talk about protecting something else, your hard-earned cash. You don't want to kiss it goodbye as a result of an extra material scam. Up next, we'll learn about all of them, including signs that you may have a scam artist on your hands.
Well, I get my hands dirty a little later when I spend a day in the life of a winemaker. From grape to bottle, I get a lesson on how it's done.
But first, we just learned about keeping our teeth looking good. Dr. Oz says you also want to keep them healthy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. Is your oral hygiene up to snuff? Get the most out of your routine with these tips. Brush for 2 minutes and don't forget to floss. A whopping 80% of folks still skip the step. The floss should barely pass through each tooth and just barely touch the gums. And remember to see your dentist every 6 months.